Guys, this is Zibby from DealMaxMotors to you again with a Koenig update. So today we're starting fitment of the wheels. So this is a SSR rim that's 11 inches wide. You guys can comment and see what you think. This is not something we do every day, so all the comments are welcome. Now, this is the SSR. That's how it fits. Let's try the BBS, shall we? Go get that. That's a little bit wider. There we go. Let's do some screws. Let's grab that. See what we got. Boom, boom, boom. I already see that the gun won't even fit to bolt it on. It barely fits with that huge lip. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Our bolt is a little... Okay, good. Yeah, I think that one's too big. Definitely. Alright, so we're going to go with the SSRs by the looks of things. Those actually fit well. So if you remember from my last videos, the last installer had a big issue creating the inner fender wells. So you have the original splash shield here. The plan is to just get the fender where the rubber meets from the splash shield and have the fender flare out at that point. So we'll make a few cuts and then we will bend it outwards this way. Along with this flare, we'll flatten it so that our wheel well is going to be extended all the way up to here. And then those pieces that will be bent from here will be fiberglassed onto the body kit itself, so we'll give it extra rigidity. So they'll be bent and then attached to the fiberglass flare. Front is easy, the rear is the hard part. So you can see where our original hole is, and that's how deep it is. And then it comes down, 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 and that cannot happen. So from that point on, we have to cut it up, make strips out of this, and bend it so it goes up into here. If it's enough length to reach this fender, we're gonna attach it to this body kit with epoxy or just fiberglass. If it's not, we're gonna have to extend that, and I see we're gonna have to do some extending because I don't want this to be the actual splash shield. There's got to be something here. I don't like that hole. So basically, I think from this point on, instead of going like this, she's got to go straight out to meet right there. So we have a Sportline suspension on the way for this from Germany to deal with the extra weight of the wheels. As you guys know, the heavier the wheel, the more punishment the shock and the spring has to deal with. The shocks will be Bilstein Sports. Reason being, Sportline original shock is no longer available here, so the sway bar will be replaced with a Sportline sway bar coming from Germany, along with all the bushings, and the front springs will be also Sportline with the correct shims on top, the rubber shims. So that will give it a stiffer ride, and also the B8 shocks, Bilsteins, are a lot stiffer than these original shocks, and we'll go with that. That will make this car handle a lot better. So the rear sway bar right here will be removed. The subframe will be removed and will be cleaned up and put together again. Looks like we'll be doing some bushings on this, and again, B8 Bilstein shock is going to come in here, and a original Sportline spring. There is aftermarket companies making coilovers and other suspension components for these cars, but we really want to stick with original Mercedes 90s parts or original AMG or Brabus pieces. We don't want to go with anything aftermarket on this car. Only the wheels, I guess, will be the only thing that's really aftermarket on the vehicle. Everything will be OEM. So we have the front taken apart already. We will not be removing the engine for now. We have to get the car driving. First with the wheels, with the brakes, with the shocks. Then we'll get into the engine. Start cleaning everything up. And you know, we have to paint the bay a different color. This will be a opal black for Mercedes-Benz original paint code. There's just lots of work to be done here, guys. Car is in great condition though. There's no rust. We'll be replacing the brakes, putting some sport brakes on here. Maybe EBC, we'll see. Maybe Brembo's. And we'll do the brake lines, the hoses. Make sure everything is new. Whole system will be flushed. And as far as the brakes, if we're gonna be upgrading anything, it really depends on what fits onto the rim. Maybe we can go with the 95 calipers from the E-Class, which were 4-pot ETS. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's ETS, but that'll be 4-pot. And then if we can, I think that will be the easiest part. we can get E420, so 500E brakes on the back basically. Or again, original Mercedes stuff. We just have to probably remove that dust shield and get a bigger one in there. I do have some parts for this. I'll just need to order the calipers from a E420 and they should clear this. So the rotor won't be much bigger. It will be bigger, but it will be vented. So your 320s and all the 190s did not have vented brakes on the back, but this will. The car will be, you know, a little bit heavier than stock, and it'll have 100 horsepower more than stock, and the wheels will be heavier, so we do need more braking power. So we'll take care of that using original stuff. We will be keeping the AC. The car is going to Florida, so we'll just have to service the AC system. And also we have to find a spot for the oil cooler. So originally Brabus had a cooler installed right here. Right? It was just hoses going from here into that oil filter housing. So there was hoses going from here around into the oil filter housing, which is something that we don't want to do because we want to retain the AC system here. We'll probably utilize the space given to us here in front of the wheel, and of course we'll go with something OEM. I do have some oil coolers from E63 that might go in here. They have a fan. I just have to do some more research and we'll figure it out. I mean, you don't want the oil to be too cool either. It has to be the correct temperature for the engine to operate properly. So you don't want to overcool that. Yeah. Is there more planning than actual manual labor? Possibly. But there is a lot of manual labor also involved in this. Those are all the old parts here. Not sure what kind of taillights to put on this. We're still deciding. That's the original taillight. And maybe we'll go with these. Now you guys see already where it's going to be, how it's going to look. That is not the correct rim. That's the one that's too wide. That is the correct rim here, which we'll end up going with. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for now. I'll get to you with another update. I think we'll be doing exterior, interior next. We need to figure out what we'll be doing with the wood trim and the door panels. Might be sending these out to get reupholstered, but that would be difficult because there isn't a, this is all one piece, so you can't really, not like on the 124 where you can just remove that inlay and add you know, leather. So we'll figure something out though. I do have the original interior on this vehicle, and it's the same story. It's one piece, so it's really difficult to reupholster. Once I get an idea, I'll let you guys know. But it's going to look great, and there's just many things that we're doing to this car, not just body work. Thanks for stopping in, and as always, like and comment. You can subscribe. Thank you.